subject hydrology, chapter hydrograph analysis, topic previous year gate questions on hydrograph. So now students, now let us solve a few previous year gate questions which I found a little bit typical. So this question was asked in GATE 2006. GATE 2006. So two questions were asked from the same topic, right? So the question was, for a catchment, the S curve, due to a rainfall intensity of 1 centimeter per hour. So in rainfall intensity of 1 centimeter per hour is given, right? Is given by, so this is given, right? The S curve is given. So in S curve we have the discharge. So Q is equals to 1 minus 1 plus T raised to power e raised to power minus T. Okay, no issue. So T is in hours, Q is in meter cube per second or Qmac. So first question is, what is the area of catchment? This is the first question, right? So without studying the second question, let us solve the first question first of all. So area of catchment. So solution number 1. Area of catchment. Area of catchment. Now when I discussed about the equilibrium discharge or the maximum discharge, right? I told you that the maximum or the equilibrium discharge is given by A divided by D, or A into I. I is the rainfall intensity and D is the hours, right? So if I somehow determine D will be given, if I somehow determine Q max or Q equilibrium, I can easily determine the area. Simple, right? So first of all, let me determine the Q max. Now let me rub this. Let me determine Q max. Clear? Now if you remember, there were 3 ways to determine Q max, right? So first way was just by the normal methods which are given, 2.778 into A by D, right? Q max, which is not applicable because we are not given a table. That is why we cannot determine the Q max or Q equilibrium. The second method was to determine T and hence determine Q. So we can use that method also, but it will be very lengthy method. A third method is, if you want to determine Q max, just put T tending to infinity. Limit T tending to infinity, right? So I can say that Q max, why? Because D tending to infinity, because in a S curve graph, if you put limit T tending to infinity, then you get the Q max to infinity. T is equals to infinite. Clear? Now Q max will be equal to limit T tending to infinity of this Q. What is Q? 1 minus 1 plus T e raised to the power minus T, right? So limit E tending to infinity. So there is no, you can say to this one there is no T. So 1 I will take here, minus limit T tends to infinity 1 plus T e raised to power minus T, right? Or I can also write it 1 plus T e raised to power minus T as in denominator e raised to power T. One and the same thing, right? Now if I put infinity, so e raised to power infinity will be infinity. What is this? 1 plus infinity will be infinity. So this is a infinity by infinity form, not defined. So if you remember mathematics, we can apply L'Hospital's rule. So what we do in the L'Hospital's rule? We take the differentiation in the numerator as well as the differentiation in the denominator, and then we apply limit T tends to infinity. Okay? Now, if I take the differentiation at the numerator, it will be equal to 1 minus limit T tends to infinity. This will be 0 and this will be 1 divided by differentiation of e raised to power T. That will be equal to e raised to power T, simple. Right? Now let's put T is equals to infinity. If I put T is equals to infinity, so 1 upon infinity is actually 0. Clear? So this will be 0 and the answer will be 1. And Q is given in meter cube per second. So we have got the value of Q. That is, Q is 1 meter cube per second is the value of Q max or Q equilibrium, right? Now if we have determined the Q max or Q equilibrium, now it is just cakewalk to determine the area of catchment. How to determine the area of catchment? Now let us see how to determine the area of catchment. Even if you don't know the formula, just by comparing the units, you can determine the area of catchment. So Q is 1 meter cube per second. Now, area of catchment. Area of catchment. Clear? Right? So, the rainfall intensity is given as 1 centimeter per hour. So, the volume was 1 meter cube per second. Now, even if you don't know the formula, if you divide this with the centimeters per hour, so whatever the units will be getting, it will be a unit of area. So that is how you can determine the area of catchment. Now just convert the unit. This is meter cube, this is second, this is centimeter. So first of all, convert centimeter into meter. So 1 meter cube per second divided by centimeter will be 0.01 meter per hour. Hour will go in the numerator, multiplied by, so 60 minutes into 60 seconds, right? So it will be equal to 3600 and multiplied by 100 meter square will be the area. This was in meter square, right? So let me divide it with 10 raised to power 6 to convert it in kilometer square. Now let's convert it in kilometer square. So 10 raised to power 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 would cancel out, we are left with 2. So 2, it comes out to be 0.36 kilometer square is the correct answer. So I hope you have got the answer. That is 0.36 kilometer square is the correct answer. Clear? Okay. Now the next part of the question is, what will be the ordinate? What will be the ordinate of 2-hour unit hydrograph at t is equals to 3 hours? T is equals to 3 hours. It means that it is asking me about the instantaneous unit hydrograph. Simple, because at t, at a particular time interval, it's an instantaneous time. At t is equals to 3 hours. So what I have to do? I have to apply the method of instantaneous unit hydrograph. And in the instantaneous unit hydrograph, I told you that if you want to determine a dr instantaneous unit hydrograph, it is actually equal to half of ut plus u of t minus d. Simple. Now what is t? So t is 3 hours. So t is 3 hours. And what is dr unit hydrograph? So it is an order 2-hour unit hydrograph. So it is, and d is equals to 2. So I can say that the dr unit hydrograph will be equal to half of ut, means at t is equals to 3 hours. So I have to put t is equals to 3. So 1 minus 1 plus 3 e raised to the power minus 3 plus 1 minus 1 plus, now what will be t? Now what will be this t? So this t will be equal to t minus d. So what is t? T is 3 and d is 2. 3 minus 2, 1. So that will be equal to 1 plus 1 e raised to power minus 1. Clear? So now what will be the answer? Let me calculate. So it will be 4. So 1 minus 4 into e raised to the power minus 3. This is 0.880 and plus, in bracket I have 1 minus 2 into e raised to the power minus 1, bracket close. So it comes out to be 0.5325, right? Which means that this is the most appropriate answer, that is the 0.54 meter cube per hour, right? So meter cube per hour, whatever, right? Okay. So I hope that you have understood this numerical which came in GATE 2006, right? So if you know the concept, 2 plus 2, 4 marks were done for you, right? And in GATE examination, even a single mark is very important. Clear? Now, let's move forward and solve a few numericals which have been asked in previous GATE examinations. So this numerical came in GATE 2000. It came in GATE 2000, right? And similar type of numericals have been asked many times in GATE examinations, right? So the question is, a 252 kilometer square catchment area, so area of the catchment is given to you, has 6 hours unit hydrograph, which is a triangle, right? Triangle, G-L-E, triangle. So triangle is given to you, right? With base of 36 hours. So first of all, let us draw this unit hydrograph, right? What is the unit hydrograph? 6 hour unit hydrograph. So it is a 6 hours unit hydrograph, that is 1 centimeter. Let this, right? It is a hydrograph like this, but is it triangle in shape, right? So it is in triangle shape. This is the unit hydrograph, and the base width is given as 36 hours. So this is 36 hours. Clear? I hope that you have understood the graph. This is a discharge. Clear? What is the peak discharge of a direct runoff hydrograph due to a 5 centimeter effective rainfall in 6 hours from the catchment? Clear? Now students, now this is the question given, but in this question it is not given that how much is the maximum discharge Q naught. So Q naught is not given to us in this question, right? And you know that from the fourth assumption of unit hydrograph, if a 1 centimeter unit hydrograph is given to you for 1 centimeter effective rainfall, and you want to determine a hydrograph, direct runoff hydrograph for 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, whatever centimeter, then just multiply the ordinates with that factor, you will get the answer. This is the linear response of a unit hydrograph. Simple, right? So if I multiply the ordinates with 5 centimeter or just 5, so I will get the maximum discharge. But the thing is that I don't know this Q naught. I don't know this. So my task would be to determine this Q naught and multiply this Q naught with 5 centimeter or 5 to get the resultant maximum discharge, whichever is asked in question. Clear? So now let us solve this numerical. It's a very straightforward, simple numerical. Let me change the marker. Yeah, right? So how to solve this numerical? Now you know that the area of this unit hydrograph will give you volume. Simple, right? Now let me calculate the volume. So volume will be equal to half into base into height. So half into base. How much is base? 36 hours. But that is in hours, right? And answer is in meter cube per second. So I have to convert this hours in seconds. So 60 minutes into 60 seconds. Simple. So this is volume into the height. So let us, this is Q naught. And let this Q naught is in meter cube per second. Let us say that. It is meter cube per second. Clear? Okay. Now this volume I have got in meter cube. Right? I also know that volume is equals to area into depth. Clear? Now, how much is depth? So you know that a unit hydrograph is a special type of direct runoff hydrograph in which the depth of the rainfall axis is 1 unit or 1 centimeter. So it is 1 centimeter. Now volume will be equal to, it implies that half into 36 into 60 into 60 into Q naught is equals to area of the catchment. How much is area? It is given to me as 252 kilometers square. So 252, now kilometer square, we have to convert it in meters also, into 10 raised to power 6 meters square. Clear? Simple. So into depth, and how much is depth? 1 centimeter, that is 1 by 100 meters, that is 0.01 meters. Simple. So by this equation, can I get the value of Q naught? Yes, I can get the value of Q naught. So Q naught will be equal to, 252 into 10 raised to power 6 into 0.01 divided by, and into 2 also, divided by 36 into 60 into 60 into 6 into 60, right? So how much the value is? Let me get the value, right? So the value of this Q naught will come out to be 252 into 10 raised to power 6 into 0.01 into 2 divided by 36 divided by 3600 will come out to be nearly 38.89. So Q naught comes out to be 38.89 Qmac, right? But this discharge was for this unit width 1 centimeter. But in question, it is saying that due to a 5 centimeter effective rainfall. So just by the fourth assumption, linear response, if I multiply this Q naught by 5, I will get the answer. So Q max for 5-hour hydrograph will be equal to Q naught into 5. So it will be equal to, multiplied by 5, it will be equal to 194.44. 194.45 Qmac. 194.45 Qmac. So which is the correct answer? So B is the most appropriate answer. Clear? So I hope that you have understood how to solve questions which are on the unit hydrograph, whether it is an instantaneous unit hydrograph or by the help of S-curve or the method of superposition. So I hope only these two questions I felt they were a little bit tricky questions. Otherwise, whatever the questions have been asked in previous year, they are very simple questions, right? So I hope that you have understood the numerical. So now this chapter is over. The hydrograph analysis chapter is over. So now let's move forward to the next topic. In next topic, I'll be explaining you the most probable numericals or the most probable questions that can come from this topic of hydrograph analysis. Thank you.